Yo, what's up guys? So we're here checking out the new Overwatch anniversary, new update, checking out all of the new skins as well as going over the new patch notes. So let's go ahead and hop right into it and check out what's new. I did see the Dragon Mercy skin because that was posted on Twitter like a couple days before. But I'll give you guys my reactions and my thoughts to, of course, the newer skins. So first off, we've got the Masked Man McCree over here. We'll check out the weapon as well. I guess you get my reaction as well. Okay, it's kind of cool. Looks like that little bumblebee over there. Another Widowmaker skin. It's gonna be hard to beat the Patina, but that still looks pretty good. We'll check out the weapons as well. You know what we didn't check out? Sigma's balls. Okay, there we go. We checked out his balls. All right, this one I think got leaked over on Twitter or somewhere as well, but it was like a highlight intro. And this one's pretty cool looking. It's got an axe. Okay, that's something I didn't notice originally. And we've got the different dynamite. Oh, it looks like it's a little picnic basket over here. And then Bob as the big bad werewolf. I like this skin. So far, this is like my favorite. Honestly, with Mercy, I think the breast cancer skin is still one of the coolest looking skins. But I love the staff on it. But you guys know I ain't never going to be playing Mercy. So it doesn't really matter too much. This one's okay for a Reaper skin. And then we have the Submarine. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that he's got this little mustache over there. And then we have the, what? How do you even pronounce that? Yugioh Lopo Chinolan? I don't know. I'm guessing it's something Aztec. This is a pretty cool Zenyatta skin. Oops. But I think my favorite Zenyatta skin is still will be the Nutcracker. So that's it for the skins. Okay. As far as the new skins go, 100% this is my favorite one over here. Some of these are kind of just recolors and I guess kind of retexturing some areas. But for the most part, this one is awesome. The real question is, I wish you could rotate downward. I'm just curious to see what color they are, Kappa. Anyways, maybe we'll have to check that out in game. But we got some new emotes as well. This is for Echo, weightless. Okay, it's way too long to see everything. Okay. Is this supposed to be like dance? I think that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Next up, we have some victory poses.
In the desert, the cheetah lives for 3 years, and the camel lives for 9.
You fella.
Yeah.
A submarine can't swim. Would you like another helping? I find this quite intriguing.
Does the puppet see its strings?
Are you quite done?
Your eye in the sky.
Ah, so like a spherical cow. Reduce your expectations to 0. The universe is all of it.
I've got nothing to hide.
Okay, so as far as the voice lines,
Would you like another helping?
this one's the most disrespectful, so I'm probably going to stick out with this one. If I was to use it on Echo. I don't really like playing Echo too much right now. Other than her ultimate. Her ultimate's great, it's just her left click is just so inconsistent. Then again, if you play at the higher ranks, you're just going to get obliterated by McCree and Widow, unless of course they're on the rotation. Another thing that I don't know if I mentioned it in another Overwatch video, but basically for people that are, I believe, under Masters, you don't even have to really worry about the ban phase, or the weekly rotations, what it's called, right? But at the higher ranks, I guess certain weeks we maybe be playing Echo. But you guys know I've been enjoying playing at the lower ranks. It's a lot more fun. It's kind of cool that it shows you the hero on the right side of this. Okay, then we got those. All right, so as far as the new update goes, again, my favorite skin by far is this one. There's nothing that even comes close to it in terms of what I really liked. You guys can let me know your favorite skin down below. But next up, I want to go ahead and hop right into the patch notes. And if we need to kind of test some of these out, we'll go ahead and test some of these out. So I'll bump them up over on the screen, and I'll leave them down below if you guys want to check it out as well. But let's go ahead and check out all of these patches. I mean, this we don't need to test out at all. And the healing got reduced by 5 over here. And I believe it's today, right? Okay. But nonetheless, First off, and a reduction of 5. We don't need to test that out. So the Viper secondary fire now reaches max zoom halfway through Asher's aim down sights instead of at its conclusion. Alright, so let's see what this is kind of feeling like, because I can play Ash to like Masters easy. I guess it lets you shoot like earlier. I guess that's kind of how it works. I honestly can't tell that much of a difference. But nonetheless, Bastion, the spread decrease in Sentry form by 10%, and the self-repair resource drain rate is increased by 20%, and the healing rate per second. So you heal faster, but it uses more resource. This one we'll have to kind of test out. I honestly don't play Bastion that much anyways. It's very hard at high levels to just like select Bastion unless, of course, you're doing Pirate Ship. But we need to actually take some damage, right, for the healing to actually be relevant here. Okay. Like I said, I don't play Bastion, so I couldn't tell you how I feel about this, but okay. Well, that was a change with Bastion. Overall, I would say that it is a buff. There's also technically something that got changed over here as well. So the shots until max spread reduction lowered from 60 to 40, but the spread flat decrease is by 10%. Diva restore functionality, allowing Diva to maintain her current aim pitch while demeching. Honestly, I wouldn't really know how to explain that other than like you'd have to get demeched, but nonetheless, I guess more consistency over here. Doomfist. Now, this is something I actually kind of care about. It says, can now hold the ability to a button to use Seismic Slam as soon as able and valid if using the aerial version. I believe that's when you're in the air. It's supposed to, I guess, be slower. I honestly was curious because I saw on my feed on YouTube that they're talking about the patch notes and saying Doomfist nerfed. And I was like, oh gosh, because I really do like playing Doomfist, especially at the lower ranks of the game. But as far as his ability goes, I can't really tell. They said it was a nerf to like the landing on it. It's a little bit slower when it's initiating before it actually hits. And it says when landing very close or on top of enemies, the enemy will be pushed in front / away from Doomfist slightly instead of sometimes having them end up behind or beside Doomfist. So, and also aerial Seismic Slam no longer has slight acceleration time, which could make it arrive at the destination more reliably. So a lot of times you would get these weird things where you would get stuck on Doomfist. It's kind of for more higher levels of play where you would intentionally get stuck on something and land in another area. So maybe that will perhaps change some of it. But nonetheless, when you are actually doing the slam, it's going to pull the enemies closer towards you. So I'd say that this is overall a buff and a nerf. Again, I can't really tell too much, but again, you'd have to probably be playing against certain things that would stun you or notice it in-game versus just testing it out over here as far as the acceleration time. But overall, again, this would be technically a buff, and this is a nerf over here. Echo, reduce the height of Echo's head hit volume, so it's harder to get headshots on Echo. Overall, this is straight up a buff to Echo. Junkrat, the frag launcher, the primary fire projectiles maintain slightly more velocity on Ricochet. So let's go ahead and try that. I do like to play Junkrat on very specific areas. Can I tell? Honestly, no. Again, I don't know what these numbers are. Sometimes they specify, but next up, the concussion mine projectile speed increased by 5, so it's from 20 to 25, and the ricochet distance off enemies players is greatly reduced, so I guess you're not going to be able to bounce players super far. I mean, it just goes out faster. You know what would be a really nice change to a projectile is the Ash Dynamite. I think that'd be really good because sometimes you're waiting for it to like land, and in between that you want to aim at something else. But especially for the lower ranks of the game, if you don't want to move your cursor off, because you'll always guarantee yourself the ability to actually land the shot, it does kind of matter. And then with Total Mayhem, the bomb detonation time is reduced, so I'd say this is a buff, and the bomb spread is increased by 50%, so overall buff to his passive when he actually gets eliminated. So I would say this is a buff. This might be a nerf, but it could be a buff as well. Again, it depends if you want to try to follow up on another shot, or if you're trying to, you know, maybe make a Reinhardt lose his pin potential, or whatever the case may be. Overall, I would say it's probably a buff. Mei with Cryo Freeze now behaves like Mei's Ice Pull when it comes to interactions. Cryo Freeze will block line of sight and collision in much the same way. I'm not exactly sure what the interaction is with this. If someone wants to explain it better, let me know. Mercy, flat 5 extra healing. So Ana nerf, Mercy buffed. Is this going to make them change? Probably not. The thing is, Mercy's impact on the game is basically just her res, whereas Ana, you have the sleep, you have the anti-grenade, and that's what really makes her a very good standout character. As far as Moira goes, the biotic orb, the damage radius is reduced from 5 to 4 meters. The projectile speed is increased from 16 to 20, so it's kind of a buff in that aspect, but this is a nerf, this is a buff. And the projectile duration is reduced, but since it moves faster, I'm not sure if I would consider this a buff or a nerf, the very last one, because again, it's going faster anyway, so you'll be able to follow up on the targets. Let's go and see how fast that goes.
Science will reveal the truth.
Okay. Again, I couldn't really tell you on that one how much I can notice it, but overall in games, I mean, her ult charges so dang fast, this might even charge it up faster over here. But again, you do lose out on the ability to have it like last a very long time and kind of deny some area in the game. As far as Reinhardt, reduce the height of Reinhardt's head hit volume, making it harder to hit him from the head behind. So I'd say this is a buff to Reinhardt. It's very minor for the most part though. Zenyatta, Orb of Discord, damage amplification increased from 25 to 30%, and they added some workshop features, but I really don't care too much about that. So you can change like the melee jumping values to probably fix a bunch of bugs, but the most important thing is of course the main patch notes, and that's what I wanted to go ahead and go over. Overall, I feel like these patch notes, majority of them are just done just to do something. I would like to see a lot more bigger impact changes in the game, just to make people more excited to come back into the game. Like for example, looking at the Mercy buff of 5, because remember they were talking about buffing Mercy, and this is just too small for someone that's maybe a Mercy main that maybe quit Overwatch. I don't think 5 extra healing would be like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and hop back into this game. They maybe changed the ult, gave her another ability, or did something else new with it to go along with the new skin. I think that would be really cool, or just adding some newer features to the game is really what I'm looking forward to. But again, this all is going to be more likely coming out with Overwatch 2 anyway, so they're probably holding some of their cards for that. But there it is, guys. That's the new Overwatch event, and I think everyone gets one loot box. That's usually what they do. So we'll go ahead and open up our anniversary loot box. It does look pretty cool with that black and gold. But, oh, and we got a legendary. Which one did we get? Oh, this is actually, isn't this an older skin? And maybe it was part of something else. But nonetheless, that's the new Overwatch update. Let me know, guys, what you think about it down below in the comment section below. Like I said, I think that there's a cool Ashe skin for me at the end of the day, and everything else, for the most part, it's just changing some small stuff to change some of the things. I'm not interested in playing any of these other heroes because of these changes, or not playing any heroes because of these changes, but I'll let you guys know maybe more in depth with a follow-up Doomfist video very soon over here. But anyways, thanks for tuning, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel here, subscribe, turn the bell if you want to see more Overwatch content. And if you guys want to catch me live streaming over on Twitch, where I'll complain about my teammates all the time, feel free to go and do so, and it'll be there in the description or pinned comment. But thanks for tuning, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm signing out. Peace.